Kendra. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Thanks so much for meeting with me today. I know the roads are bad, but I'm glad you made it in.
Thank you.
So, today I wanted to go over, our normal issues that we always have on our agenda, but I wanted to talk specifically about the audit that we have coming up.
Okay.
Is there anything that you wanted to talk about today?
Yeah, I just wanted to bring to your attention. There's a coworker that keeps talking my ear off, and she's starting to distract me getting work done. So that's kind of concerning to me, and I don't really know how to approach her about it.
Okay. Well, why don't we start by talking about that?
Okay.
What seems to be the issue? What is it that she always wants to talk about?
It's almost we're not in the office together a whole lot, but when we are, I'm usually there to get my case notes done, and she's always kind of distracting me and talking about her personal issues and her personal life, which is fine, but at work I just want to focus on getting work done, and it's starting to hinder me with getting my work done. So
yeah, that sounds frustrating.
yeah, it is.
What have you tried to do to address that with her?
So I've tried to be acknowledge her concerns or whatever she's talking about, and then kind of transition I really need to get this done, or but it doesn't seem to work. She just keeps talking.
Mm-hmm. So it sounds like you're kind of trying to indirectly just say, oh, I've got all this going on.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to directly approach that with her?
I haven't been very directive, hey, I need to get my work done, can we talk about this later? I haven't tried that, but I've kind of tried to beat around the bush a little bit and just be hey, that sucks, but I also have to get these notes done before 5 p.m. so.
Okay. How do you think she would respond if you were to be more direct with her?
I'm not really sure. She seems like she can get defensive pretty easily, just the way that she tells her stories and stuff. So I'm not really, I kind of get mixed signals of how she would react.
Okay.
If I just said can we talk about this later because I have to get my work or my case notes done.
Mm-hmm. Is that something that you feel like you could approach with her?
Yeah, I think I could. But I would just want to maybe set up another supervision or just a meeting to kind of process it with you after, in case it doesn't go well.
Absolutely, yes. I know you can have really tight quarters back there where you're working, and that it can be really distracting, and I'm sure having any kind of discrepancies with coworkers is really uncomfortable in that close-knit environment. So of course we can go over it again once you've had that conversation. And if there's any way I can support you in that conversation too, please let me know.
Yeah, I don't want to make a big deal about it, but I just don't really know how to approach it. So I just want to maybe process it with somebody who's not her, in case it doesn't go well. But if it does go well, I'll let you know too.
Okay, that sounds good. That kind of segues into what I wanted to talk about with you today. We have our audit coming up, and that you are a little bit behind on your case notes.
Yeah.
You've only got 30 days to get those in
I
after each contact. And I was reviewing one of the files for the audit, just trying to get ahead of things, and I noticed that there's no contacts for the past 45 days in one of your files.
Yeah.
So I wanted to check in with you and see what's going on with that.
Well, part of it is that coworker. It's it seems every time I'm in the office, she's just talking to me, and I'm really thankful that she trusts me with her information that she wants to share. But then, I don't get anything done, and I really need to get things done.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing for me. Other than that, I've been really trying hard to work on those and get those done, and I'll be sure to get them done by the time the audit.
Okay. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that's the only thing going on. I'm a little concerned because in the past, when you've had issues with keeping up with documentation, it's because there's been lots of stress going on, and so I just wanted to make sure everything's going okay with you.
Yeah, it's going okay. Like the stress thing is, I mean, like everybody has stress.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it is from my coworker, but
Okay.
I mean, life is stressful, and it's been a rough month for me. So I've been just trying to navigate through it.
What's been going on this month?
We had a family death like 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't really like close with the person, but they didn't really have a whole lot of support, and they put me down as like the person who like coordinates all the funeral stuff and all of that. So I was stuck with that, and then my kids were sick for like a week. They had the flu, and then my coworker, like on top of everything, it's just kind of snowballing and not getting a whole lot of work done like I should be.
Yeah, I didn't realize all of that was going on.
Yeah. It just kind of all happened, so I didn't really have like a set time to really talk to you about it. So I'm glad we had this supervision so we could talk about it. But
Yeah. How are you dealing with all of that personally?
I'm doing okay. I've been going to like a therapist outside of work, so I've been processing that with my therapist, and I guess I kind of just forgot to like check in with you about it.
Yeah, well, you certainly don't have to check
Yeah.
in with me about it, but I appreciate knowing what's going on with you. You know, I'm concerned for you as a person too. We have our supervisory relationship, of course, where it's all about work and getting things done, but I'm also here to support you, so I want you to know that.
I appreciate it.
And I'm glad you're doing okay, and
Yes.
I want you to know that we're here to support you in what you're doing, and if there's a way I can help you get your work done too, while you're struggling with all this.
Yeah, I've kind of made a work plan.
Okay.
So I've been just trying to get a minimum of like 6 contacts a day, so I can get caught up for the past month, and then like this month too. So we're prepared.
Okay. I know you're saying you're struggling particularly with this one coworker, but I know that environment can be hard for everyone with so many people in and out of the office. Do you think there are other places where you can go to get work done?
Yeah, I've also thought about that too. Like maybe going to the library and like renting out one of the rooms, or maybe going to the Grand Valley campus where they have like those rooms that you can sit in and just like really buckling down and getting some work done. I just would have to like take my computer like, the night before, so I don't see that coworker, so because otherwise I'll be stuck there all day. But I think I was going to try to do that too.
Okay. Well, hopefully addressing it with her will take care of the problem, but if not, we'll
We have a backup.
brainstorm some other ideas, and yeah.
Cool.
Is there anything else that you need from me in order to make sure we're meeting those deadlines before the audit?
I don't think so. I just think talking about it and kind of making like a verbal plan was a good step in the right direction. I know I've been thinking about it a lot, so.
Yeah, good. I'm glad it's on your mind. But with everything else you have on your mind too, I think it's a good idea if we just keep checking in about this. And I don't want you to feel like I'm hovering over you, watching
No.
everything you do, but I want you to know that we're here to help make sure we get everything done.
Cool.